What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. My name is Hugh Wizzy and you're watching Paper Talk. We are back again bright and early on a Tuesday morning to see exactly what's making the headlines in the back pages of the most fraudulent publications available to man. We buy them so that you don't have to. Love to you, mothers. I hope you're doing well and looking after each other in these turbulent times. We're all we've got, people. I want to say a quick shout out to the newest members of the Fraud Gang Members Club. You are so massively appreciated. And this is your commenting fraudster of the day. If you do want to be featured, you just got to get the top comment on the previous day's video. We've got 5 of the most fraudulent publications available to man to be going through today, including the Daily Fail, the Express, the Mirror, the Star, and the Guardian. So without further ado, let's get down to business. Delighted to announce that today's video is sponsored by OneFootball, the perfect app to keep you up to date with all the live scores from the footballing world. In fact, it's got the latest transfer news, stats from all the leagues around the world, and you can get notifications to keep you updated about the club that you follow. It's very useful for stuff like Fantasy Premier League, or if you're just a massive football obsessive like me. The link to download the app is in the description box below, so do give it a go and let me know what you think. For now, though, let's get down to business. Okay, let's do the paper round of the back pages. The Guardian say Jack Grealish gets England call, but Rashford is ruled out. They've also got a little piece down here saying Chelsea agree 72 million Kai Havertz fee, with the Leverkusen midfielder to take summer spending past 200 million. The Daily Star say, joy boys, Jack is on a mission after finally getting his Lions call, and Donny's delight at his dream move to Manchester United. Jack Grealish getting his first call-up for the senior England squad, having made the decision to switch allegiances from Republic of Ireland, having represented them from under 16, under 17 and under 21 level. He finally gets the call-up that everyone has been waiting to see, and Donny van de Beek has completed his medical at Manchester United. A very exciting signing, a young Dutch starlet who apparently Dennis Bergkamp encouraged to make the move to Old Trafford. The Daily Mirror say, capping Jack Grealish wins England call-up at last and is desperate to show the Three Lions what they've been missing. And also up here, Beaky Blinder, £40 million Donny chose United as his dream destination, and even big Liverpool rival Van Dijk is delighted to see him in the Premier League. And over here, Lionel missing City boost as Messi snubs first day of training, and D-Day showdown planned. Lionel Messi's bid to force a switch to Manchester City will step up a gear when his dad meets with Barcelona president Josep Bartomeu tomorrow. Exciting times. We don't know how this one's going to end, but they are not going to be giving up their prized asset for free without a fight. It does seem, though, that Lionel Messi is determined to leave Barcelona. And the Daily Express say Donny's in a dream. Donny van de Beek's £40 million move is a dream come true, and he has been quoted as saying he believes it is the perfect moment to join such a beautiful club. And Jack gets the call at last. The main story, Jack Grealish on a mission to prove Gareth Southgate wrong after finally winning an England call-up for the Nations League clashes against Iceland and Denmark. The most fouled player in the Premier League last season, one of the best dribbling records, one of the most creative players in the league, despite the fact that he was playing for an Aston Villa side who struggled to survive. I'm really looking forward to seeing him around better quality players in an England side who hopefully can do something in the Nations League. And last but not least, we have the Daily Mail who say Cracker Jack, Villa talisman Grealish wins his first call-up for England. And right to the top here, now United in hunt for Leipzig star. This is the reported talks that have started between Manchester United and RB Leipzig for French under-21 starlet Upamecano, central defender who has been touted as one of the most exciting young talents to be coming through the ranks in the Bundesliga. And now United chase RB Leipzig centre-half. Manchester United have reignited their long-standing interest in Upamecano as they attempt to follow up the imminent capture of Donny van der Beek. Viewed as one of the best young central defenders in Europe, he helped RB Leipzig, of course, to finishing third in the Bundesliga last season, and they reached the semi-finals of the Champions League. His form has been recognised as well, with his first senior international call-up for the French squad from Didier Deschamps. He is known to be a Manchester United fan who visited Old Trafford for a stadium tour when he was 14, just a year before RB Salzburg signed him for £2 million from Valenciennes. He signed a new deal in July, which goes until 2023, and in that contract there is a release clause which can be triggered next season of £38 million. It'll be interesting to see whether Ron bites the bullet now, because he is a bit of a diamond in the rough, but someone that you don't want to miss out on, because his price will go through the roof. This article here going into detail about how Dennis Bergkamp spotted Donny van der Beek whilst he was playing for Ajax's under-12s, and how he is now going out with Bergkamp's daughter Estelle, making him potentially the son-in-law of the Arsenal legend, who has recommended him to Manchester United. He seems to be quite a character with a lot of mental toughness, comes from a very humble background, and I've really fallen for him, if I'm honest, just reading this article, given the story it tells about his best friend, Appy Nouri. They were born 2 weeks apart and realised their dream of playing professional football together at Ajax for the first team. But when Appy was 20, he suffered a cardiac arrest and was left with permanent brain damage. Donny said that he was broken, and he still keeps in contact with the family on a daily basis, and in tribute will take the number 34 shirt at United. Sometimes I look at Arsenal social media and I think, are these scheduled tweets that have been delayed by 3 months? We are getting information filtering through that we have kind of been aware of for so long that it's just a shock to see it in the newspaper. But Dani Ceballos is back in and Mkhitaryan is out. That's right, the club have agreed to cancel Mkhitaryan's contract by mutual consent. He had 1 year left on his contract, which was paying him £180,000 a week, one of the highest earners at the club, and I think you'll find that plenty of fans will be happy to see those funds freed up. On the flip side, Arsenal are in advanced talks with Real Madrid for another season-long loan for Dani Ceballos. Real Madrid do see him in their future plans, but not just yet. Kai Havertz's move to Chelsea looks a step closer, as Bayer Leverkusen have confirmed the signing of his replacement in 21-year-old Patrick Schick, who signs from Roma on a permanent deal for £25 million. It's now expected that Kai will put pen to paper on a 5-year deal at Stamford Bridge, taking their summer spending to over £200 million. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Who do you have down as league favourites? Some big news for Everton fans here, and then it looks like you may well be getting 2 huge signings coming to Goodison Park before too long. In fact, James Rodriguez, who has obviously played with Carlo Ancelotti, who signed him for £71 million for Real Madrid from Monaco, and also was the man who brought him to Bayern Munich on loan, is looking to bring him to the Premier League. The 29-year-old will apparently cost around £22 million, and that deal is expected to happen because all 3 parties involved want it to go through. Apparently Ancelotti persuaded him to move to Merseyside in a phone call last week, and the Napoli president has gone on record as saying, "We are at the final greetings. Alan will go to Everton. It will be announced soon." So Ancelotti will be reunited with the 29-year-old Brazilian midfielder. 2 huge signings for Everton. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Will they be enough to push the Toffees on to securing European football? Harry Winks and Marcus Rashford have both withdrawn from the England squad to play Iceland and Denmark, and those Nation League games are in doubt if England cannot field 13 players. We need to take a minimum of 13 players, and we've named a 25-man squad, which it looks like half of are having to quarantine. 2 reports in the papers today about Chelsea goalkeepers, the first of which says that they will trust Kepa Arrizabalaga for 1 more season, with Petr Cech doing an interview saying his time at Chelsea may well not have to be over if he can prove himself. But this one here says that they're actually chasing Edouard Mendy, the Rennes goalkeeper, who they have apparently had a £14 million bid rejected for. He's 28 years old, he's 6'4", but he only signed for them last year, so they may well have to offer some substantially more to pry him from Rennes. Little piece in the mirror here alluding to how the bigger clubs are begging for the 5 substitution rule to be brought back in. Asking for a revote is, in my eyes, taking advantage of this rule and their squad depth, which is obviously making a mockery of the competition itself. I hope that doesn't go through. It says here that Emilio Martinez has been offered a way out of Arsenal by Schalke and Villarreal, obviously being managed currently by former Arsenal boss Unai Emery. The 27-year-old was fantastic towards the end of last season, keeping 9 clean sheets in 23 games and also guiding Arsenal, helping guide Arsenal to their FA Cup and Community Shield victories. He's got 2 years left on his current deal, but he has said that he would quit the club if he doesn't get to play more games. And Bundesliga side Schalke are the latest to show interest in the Argentine, who broke into Mikel Arteta's squad last season after waiting 10 years for the opportunity. Also a little mention for Matteo Guendouzi, who was apparently wanted on loan by Valencia. Aston Villa look like they're about to sign 2 players. Matty Cash, the fullback from Nottingham Forest, on a £12 million deal, should be done in the next day or so. And Ollie Watkins looks set to put pen to paper. I guess it's just a question of how much Aston Villa are willing to pay. Brentford want £25 million for him. He is 24 and has been top of Dean Smith's shopping list for quite some time now, but both of those deals expected to go through shortly. Another piece here in the Daily Star on James Rodriguez and Allen. Expect both of those moves to happen very soon. Huge deals, exciting players to be bringing to the Premier League, both 29 and potentially in their prime. Let's hope that we see the best of them. Further confirmation that Valencia are looking to bring in Matteo Guendouzi on loan. The Guardian say that David Silva has tested positive for COVID-19. The 34-year-old signed for Real Sociedad after 10 years at Manchester City and was tested at the Spanish club's training ground. He's not showing any symptoms, but he is self-isolating. Now, one of the best things for Arsenal fans of winning the FA Cup was the fact that Tottenham were forced into the qualifying round ties, and they have been drawn away to Lokomotiv Plovdiv, a Bulgarian side I have quite literally never heard of. Arsenal and Leicester will begin their campaigns in the group stage, while Celtic will enter the 3rd qualifying round after their Champions League defeat by Ferencvaros. Interesting piece here on Jorge Mendes and his involvement in the Matt Doherty deal. Listen to this. Jorge Mendes is an advisor to Wolverhampton Wanderers Chinese ownership. He is also Jose Mourinho's agent. He is also Nuno's agent, Nuno Espirito Santo. He is also Matt Doherty's agent. I don't know about the legitimacy of it, but it does sound quite dodgy. He must be lining his pockets in several different ways. Don't forget, if you want to get involved in the Fantasy Premier League, the Fraud Gang League is in the description box below. And of course, we've started our Fantasy Premier League series, the first episode of which you'll find down below as well. Right then, I'm going to love you and leave you, my freeloading fraudulent friends. I hope you are all doing well. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you're new, and drop the video a damn like if you breathe oxygen. I will be back tonight with some late night fraudulencia, so please do stay tuned. But for now, I've been Hugh Wizzy, and this has been a lot of fun. Peace.